channel. So today I'm going to be recreating Jaclyn Hill's latest YouTube video. She does a look using her Vault collection. She uses the Dark Magic palette, and it's actually this look right here. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. So now I'm going to take the first shade in her palette, Poof. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to put it all over my lid just like she did. Putting a light shade all over your lid before you go in with your darker shades will help them blend more seamlessly and make them just blend like butter. It just looks so much better than just going in with a dark harsh shade and being packed in one spot. That way if you have any like creams left over or anything like that, like she said in her video, it just makes them blend way better. Okay, so next she went in with the shade Potion, which is right here, and she just got a little on her brush and started working it into her crease. She started on the outer corner and then went more into the inner corner after she had a little less product on her brush. I have to say my first impressions of this palette were not that great, but now that I've been using it more, it just works a little better. I don't know what happened. Maybe, like some people were saying that the top layer of the palette was kind of messed up, and if you just kind of scratched at the top layer, that after you got under that like film underneath it, they started blending better and just going on better. So actually I think that might be true, because now that I've used it a couple of times, I'm really liking it and it blends better. So I think we got past that top film that wasn't working so well, which is good because I was upset. I love Jaclyn Hill, I love Morphe, I love everything they do, I've loved every palette they put out, I loved everything, and if this didn't work out well, I was going to be devastated. Okay, so now she's taken her big fluffy brush again, which was the M214 I think, but I have the M441, so I'm going to use that one. Hers had absolutely no product on it, so I'm going to get as much product off of this as I can, which there shouldn't be any, but just in case. And then she just went and she kind of fluffed it, blended those lines out. This is a really good trick. Anytime I'm doing like a bold color like green or anything like dark or intimidating, I go in a little bit at a time, and then I take literally a big fluffy brush and I just kind of blend it out. That way you don't have to worry about, did I get it blended enough? Is it going to be hard to blend? Okay, so let's see what she does next. Okay, so now she's going in with a translucent powder underneath her eyes to catch any fallout for like the glittery shades or the darker shades. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have just this regular air spun powder that I get from Walgreens. So I'm just going to dab my beauty blender into that powder and get some. And then I'm going to really pack that on my under eye like she did. She got a kind of flat but puffy, I don't know how to describe this brush, whatever. She got this brush and she sprayed it with a little Fix Plus. Okay, then she went in with the shade Trickery, which is this one right here. Okay, and she just put that all over her lid. So I'm starting at the inner corner like she did, and I'm working my way out. So this brush sucks. Not loving it. Okay, so next she went in with the shade Inside Job, which is this one right here. And she just took it and put it in between, like right here. I don't know if you can tell, but right here where it kind of just looks like nothing. It looks bad. So I'm going to do the same thing she did, and I'm going to start at the outer corner and kind of work my way out. She said she kept it nice and tight, so that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay. Okay, so she's going back in with Potion, which is this shade that we started out with. So I'm going to take that one, and then she just takes it and kind of goes right over everything else we just did. Just to make sure there's no harsh lines. So we're going to wipe off our under eye, get this translucent powder gone so that we can work on our under eye now. Looking nice and baked and fresh and shiny and no fallout. Okay, so
God, she looks maybe on camera. Yes, that blend though. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with Potion again and the J.
So I'm taking a brush like this. I'm going in my under eye, kind of really letting it drag down, because she went pretty low down on her under eye, and I don't normally do that because it really scares me. I think it scares a lot of people, so. But for the sake of the video, I will do it. And same thing on this eye. She went in with the shade Busted, which is this one right here. And she took a small definer brush, one that I don't have because I don't have the collection yet, but my birthday's coming up. Okay, and so she just took that and put it right under her lash line. Like, she kept it pretty tight, so we're gonna try. Nice and tight on my under eye. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, so now back in with Potion to blend out that blue color. She said she wanted to keep her under eye mostly green toned instead of blue, like the top. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna really kind of blend that out. I'm just making like windshield wiper movements. Back and forth, blending it out, making sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, so she went in with the Armed and Gorgeous palette, but I didn't get that one. I just got the Dark Magic because I was kind of scared with all the reviews and all that were just not that great to buy the whole vault and then be upset with it. So I just have this one. So I'm going to go in with the shade Power Cut, which she does end up doing, but she just does a color from Armed and Gorgeous first. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade that she does take out of this palette. And she just puts that right on the inner corner of her eye. So I'm really going to try and pack that in there to give us more of a shine, because I feel like this look is kind of dull right now. Okay, so next she goes in with the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter on her brow bone, but I don't have that one, so I'm going to go in with the Champagne Pop highlighter, which is like my go-to. So she just plops that right under her eyebrow, just like I'm doing. So pop some mascara on, pop some lashes on, and next she goes in with a ColourPop bronzer all over her face, but I actually don't have that bronzer, so I'm going to go in with the Hoola by Benefit bronzer. And I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and she really kind of packs it on. She doesn't really contour with it, she just says she wants it pretty much all of her face, literally just bronzing up, giving her some color. She puts that all over.
Okay, next she takes her shade and light palette and she takes this middle shade right here. And so she just kind of keeps it right here where we would normally contour. Nice and tight, she says.
Okay, so now she takes a fluffy brush and she takes the same color that she used out of the Shade and Light palette, this one right here, and she kind of gets some on her brush and she like kind of contours her nose but doesn't really. She says she brings some color to her nose, so I'm gonna do the same. I don't ever contour my nose, but for the sake of the video I will. Okay. That's that. Okay, so now we're gonna take that same translucent powder from earlier like she did, get it on our beauty blender and kind of carve out our cheek. She said she didn't leave it on for more than 60 seconds, so we were gonna see if I can get this on fast enough. Okay, and she kind of puts it all over her chin, kind of just creating that line, you know. Mine's obviously not even. Okay, and then she takes it right along the tip of her nose like this. So while she has this on her face, she sets her eyebrows. So she uses a ABH one, but all I have is a Benefit one, so I'm going to use that one. And I'm just going to kind of brush them up. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, so let's see what she does next.
Brow gel.
Now we're gonna go in and wipe off this translucent powder, and then she goes in with the same brush, but I'm actually gonna use a different one because I prefer it. Okay, and she used a different blush, but I'm just gonna use this NARS one. Okay, I'm gonna place that right on my cheeks. Okay. So she didn't do this, but I'm going to. I'm going to take a large like powder brush. I'm going to kind of blend it all together. Just like this. Just to make sure that it's not like contour, then blush, and then highlight. Just all kind of flows together and looks better. Like you can literally tell a difference just from doing that. Okay, so she takes a hourglass, like, kind of, it's a powder, but it's shiny. It's really pretty, but I don't have that, so we're gonna skip that step. And we're gonna go straight to highlighter. So I'm going to take this Japanese brush and go back in with my Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. And I'm just gonna brush that right on my cheeks. I'm gonna go and move back and into my temples. On my forehead, just a little, and on my nose. I am a nose highlight freak. I love highlight on my nose. I love it. I do a little bit on my lip. And again, with that big powder brush, I'm just gonna go over it, blend it all in, make sure there's no like harsh lines, anything like that. Okay, so we got a few more minutes. Let's see what she does next. Okay, so now we're gonna set our face, and I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I'm just going to literally take a bath in mine like she does. She says that she thinks that setting spray kind of melts it all together and makes it just really like melt into your skin and look more natural and flawless, and I honestly think it does. Like, let's look at the before and after of the setting spray, and I bet there's a difference. Okay, so I do not have the Kylie Cosmetics Dolce K lip gloss, but I do have the Too Faced Melted in the shade Nude. So I'm going to go in with that color, and okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. I think it ended up pretty good. It looks a lot like hers did in her video. There's a little bit of a difference, but I love it. I was a little doubtful at first, but it turned out great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope I followed her to the best of my abilities, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you'd like next time, and I'll be doing a lot more videos like this, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Okay, bye!